Mustangs.
Actually, she didn't.
And tonight is senior night.
Woo! Yeah!
Try that one more time. Tonight is senior night. And first we will introduce the Norwood Mustangs seniors. Please come out and be acknowledged at midfield. Number 5, Ava Murad. Number 6, Catherine Cronin. Number 18, Elizabeth Gonzalez. Number 20, Abby Waters. Number 25, Colleen Dennehy. Number 28, Mary Flaherty. And the 2 Norwood senior managers, Danielle DeMatia and Mariella Avi Elias. And now, for your Holliston High School seniors class of 2025. Number 4, she's a midfielder, she's also a captain, Paige Kutchman. Paige is joined tonight with her parents, Dawn and Neil, and her brother, Wyatt.
Oh, look at him. That's so cute. That's so yeah, it was so weird. Because these girls, like when all the seniors look so went over there, and they were like, the girls were like, it's over, and then they were like, guys, that's just for varsity game. You can ignore that. Like, guys, up here. Actually over, I'm pretty sure. Oh wait, no more.
The next Holliston senior, she wears number 8, forward, Ainsley Doniger. Ainsley is joined tonight with her parents, Kevin and Christina. The next Holliston senior, number 10, defender, Caitlin Queely. Caitlin is joined tonight by her parents, Alicia and Jim, her brother Ryan, and her grandmother, Kathy. The next Holliston senior, number 11, defender, Aaron Witzel. Erin is joined tonight by her parents, Jane and Kevin, and her brother, Stephen. The next Holliston senior, number 13, she's the forward, team captain, Kaylee McDonald. Kaylee is joined tonight with her parents, Erica and J-Mac, her sister, Skylar, her grandparents, Carl and Bobby Lee. On a special note, balloons were sent by her parents, Donna and Keith, who could not be here tonight. The next Holliston senior, number 15, midfielder, Sarah Williams. Sarah is joined tonight by her parents, Kylie and GW, her grandparents, John and Susan, grandparents Rob and Tony, and her big sister Katie. The next Holliston senior, number 16, she's a forward, Lauren Capella. Laura is joined tonight by her parents, Carrie and Tony, and her brother, Kieran.
I don't want
The next Holliston senior, number 17, team captain, midfielder Anya Holden. Anya is joined tonight with her parents Heidi and Rich and Nick, her sister Hannah, and her aunt Karen. And finally, the final Holliston senior in the class of 2025. Number 20, team captain, defender, Lila Bausch. Lila is joined tonight with her parents, Jeff and Jenna, her brothers, Ryan, Benjamin, and Gavin, and her cousins, Katie, Connor, and Greg. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Holliston High School girls soccer here at Kamitian Field. I'm your host, John Drohan, and I'm joined here with my co-host, John Marshall, and this is Holliston Hub, bringing you once again live girls varsity soccer here at Holliston High. Today, Holliston High is playing. Sorry, I'm a little winded because I just had to run up some stairs. It was a little bit, tonight is senior night. So we had to pass the microphone, but tonight is Holliston senior night. Holliston is taking on the Norwood Mustangs. Holliston is coming in today's game with a record of 11-3-3. And Norwood, unfortunately, is coming in with having a tough season with a winless record so far, but we'll see what happens here tonight. We have a lovely, beautiful evening here. We thought it was going to be a little bit colder, but so far, so good. As I said, this is brought to you by Holliston Hub, and we have the senior director. I shouldn't address him as senior. He is the director of the Holliston Hub. HCAP Mr. Bruce Guilfoy is manning the controls tonight. So here we go. We're about to get underway as Norwood's starting to take the field. And as I said, I'm joined by the godfather of Holliston soccer, none other than John Marshall himself, who also happens to be my father-in-law, which is why I'm able to negotiate a contract with him where he doesn't have to get paid that much. How are you doing tonight?
Very good, thank you.
That's
You're
good.
absolutely right. It is a beautiful night for soccer. And this is, I mean, beautiful night for soccer minus the teeming rain.
Minus rain. Yeah, really.
Which is what you're normally used to, but
well, that would really set it off. But, you can't have everything, you know.
So here we are. Holliston, of course, is in their home crimson red, and as I said, tonight is senior night, so we have all of the seniors on the Holliston, and they have 9 seniors. So we have 9 seniors starting tonight. We're going to see if we can get all those guys, make sure everybody knows who they are. Some of them normally start, but some of them this is their first time starting in a senior games or in a varsity game. So congratulations to them, and congratulations to a great career here at Holliston High. And as we know, when you play, no matter how much you play, you're still a part of the team and an integral part in the Holliston. So we're about to get underway. Holliston, of course, is going from the northeast to the southwest, and Norwood in said opposite direction. And we're off. Holliston coming on strong. Already that they're playing with vigor, as we said, a little bit too much, as we have probably the earliest whistle I've ever seen in the game. We're not 8 seconds into the game. We have a first foul. Just a little over enthusiastic being the seniors. All right, so let's see who we got out there. So in the back we have Caitlin Queeley, number 10, and Lila Bausch, of course, are two. They are starting seniors in the back. Erin Witzel's playing on the right-hand side. She's playing in the back. Let's see who's playing on the left-hand side. There's Bausch and Queeley. Other seniors, of course, is Kaylee McDonald, number 13. She's a starter. We also have number 15, Sarah Williams, is out there tonight. Number 16, Lauren Capella. Of course, on the outside, Ainsley Doniger, and there's Holliston trying to clear it. A little trouble in front of their net. Also, Paige Kutchman, and her friend Grace Kilplainen took the responsibility of the national anthem today and did a wonderful job with some harmony. Also have number 11, senior Erin Witzel. It's like Witzel. Yep, this Witzel's playing on the right-hand side. So as I said, Norwood's having a tough season, where Holliston is. It seems like they're kind of peaking at the right time, and I'm just referring to that last game that we called the last home game, where Holliston drew against a very, very strong Hopkinton side.
Yeah, I that was really great, because they got beaten early in the season, 8-0, I think, and they came back and they really should have won that game. It was very, very disappointing, but still. Yeah.
It's Kaylee McDonald on the outside. McDonald inside. This Capella right in front of the net. She shoots, doesn't get enough on it. Doniger's there, gets it across.
Oh. The goalkeeper plucked that out of the air nicely.
And a nice save by the Norwood keeper. The Norwood keeper is senior. She was also all the Norwood seniors were honored tonight as well. That's Abby Waters, who's playing in goal. There's Witzel again. Doniger on the outside. There she goes.
Good.
What'd you see there?
Well, I thought that was a very nice breakthrough on the wing, and she actually put that crossball right on the foot of the other player, and she just didn't quite get hold of it, which is a shame. But I think, they're starting off a little slowly, but I think it's just a matter of time, quite frankly.
Well, we'll see. Queeley sends it forward. Little contact. There's no whistle. Kutchman's there.
Yeah.
And
That's an offside, really.
it's as offsides as I've seen.
Yeah.
That was Capella. Capella seemed to, she was trying to hide. I don't know what she was doing. She's trying to hide behind. Capella, of course, is the daughter of Kerry and Tony Capella. We're out on the field today with their daughter, Lauren. Lauren, a longtime player here in Holliston High, or at Holliston High, as well as the Holliston Youth Soccer League. And Tony Capella, of course, was a director of the Holliston Youth Soccer League for many years. And he is a mediocre drummer, mediocre musician. I'll give him that at best. And a less than mediocre softball player. He holds his own in soccer. Ball across. Just the way it is. They're good buddies, all right. All right, back to the action. Doniger just goes off her foot, and it's going to be a Norwood throw. Norwood starters tonight: Ava Murad, Catherine Cronin, Elizabeth Gonzalez, Abby Waters, Colleen Denny, and Mary Flaherty are all the seniors. There's Kaylee McDonald on the outside. McDonald, if you remember, in the Hopkinton game, went down with a.
Oh, that's right.
She was it.
Concussion.
I don't. Well, we don't know if it was. She had concussion symptoms. I think she went through the league protocol, and she's back on the field. Looks like she's doing okay now. McDonald, one of the. I'd argue one of the fastest players in the league. Holliston's first corner coming from the left-hand side in the dark over there. High ball in. Doniger's there. And cleared by Norwood, but Witzel's not going to let that happen. And there we go. There's a breakaway. That's trouble. That's Capella. And Capella scores! Lauren Capella puts Holliston on the board early in the 7th minute.
Now that was created by something that you don't very often see in junior in this kind of soccer, particularly with girls. The defender there, she just calmly headed, and it was just straight. There was a long kick out. She just calmly stood her ground, and she headed it back, and it went straight to an unmarked player and straight through, and it was a goal. This getting people to use their head constructively has been something that I feel has been slow to come on.
Ball across. Waters comes out. The keeper, Kutchman's there. She tries to dance with it a little too much. You're right. And that's it. That constructive header, like you said, oftentimes they'll get their head to it, but
it just goes anywhere.
It'll go.
No, that was deliberately placed. You could see the way she set her feet and she swayed back and she hit it, and it went right to where there was an unmarked player, and that's. You don't see that. Well, you see it now and again, but you don't see it as much as you should do.
Not as consistently at this level, right?
They don't function. I know they don't function much with heading of the ball. I think they'd be happier if they didn't have to, but it's part of the game, and it can be if you use your head constructively, it saves you so much work. Because you just don't have to bother controlling it, hitting it. You just nod it back and place it where you want it to be.
Well, I mean, and there's an art form, right? There's an art to it, and there's a coaching art to it, and depending upon kind of what their level of experience is, if they have club, if how much time they've had, with quality coaches who know how to teach it at that junior level. That's the difference. And we've seen over the years, some players that have had a lot of club experience. There's a ball in and ball up. It hits the bar. Waters gets her hands on it. That doesn't go. We'll have to look at the replay on that. No, it doesn't. Clean.
No, it came out.
That was Kutchman.
Hit the underside of the bar, yeah.
I think it was Kutchman, or hold on, let me have to look at the replay on this. Oh, wait, there was no replay, but if that was, it looked like it might have been Paige Kutchman who caught that and just at the crossbar. Waters did get her hands on it, so that was a good save. And again, Holliston knocking on the doors. Holliston with an early lead in the 7th minute. Lauren Capella. We're just talking about that was her Uncle Tom is here tonight as well. We call him Tommy from Mendon. There's McDonald on the outside, ball across, and just isn't able to hook it. So Holliston looking to take an early commanding lead. It's going to be another Holliston corner. Looks like that's Hannah Holden's going to take that.
One thing I am happy to see, they obviously feel they got the upper edge because they've thrown all of their
ball in!
Yes, look at that. Yeah.
Anya Holden on the other end of a Hannah Holden corner. It's the second time we've seen that in 2 weeks.
Yep. But, you know, if you notice there, all of the midfield and the 2 outside defenders shot up into the attack, to back the attack up. And they're just... Norwood just got outnumbered.
And
before that, they didn't used to do that. They used to hang back a lot, but they have been just recently. They've started to come up on the attack, and that's the modern game.
Well, we're seeing it at its finest. So Holliston with an early, after 10 minutes, Holliston's up 2 scores. Capella and Anya Holden on the other end of a Hannah Holden corner, and Holliston with a commanding lead of 2-0. So the seniors still in the game. Nice to see that these seniors are getting run. Looks like 2 of those seniors have scored between Holden and Capella. So I'd like to make a quick shout out. Before the game, I was able to see the 6th grade Holliston travel. I think their name is the Panthers. I'm not sure. It might have been Waters comes out and she's able to get it, but it's the 6th grade travel Holliston Panthers are those of you were watching. They're handling all the ball work and the ball administration on the sidelines today, working hard. So big shout out to those guys. They were telling me their names right before we were doing the announcement for the seniors, and a couple of them I remember. I know one of them I think was Ricky, so if I get your names wrong, Elsie, Cinderella, I think there might have been a Snow White, I don't know. But those girls, they're all hustling and very excited to be here tonight on senior night. It's a big night. It's a big night. This could be one of the biggest crowds we've seen here, right? Yeah, this place is packed.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So Holliston with an early lead. Let's then play a little bit looser. There's Holden. Holden turns. That's got McDonald. McDonald turns in. There she goes. McDonald again. She looks inside.
Oh, never mind.
Looks like she was looking for Hannah Holden on the outside. And Capella was there too, unable to connect. Nice move to the inside by Kaylee McDonald. I mean, we just entered a new level of So Holliston's got a playoff berth, of course, and I haven't been confirmed whether or not they have a home playoff game. with their record. I think they probably do. So this won't be our last game of the season. So they'll probably have one home playoff game, and then the only other game that we're going to call is if they go to the championship. We've only seen one of those since our time here. And there's Waters. Waters able to get to it. Doniger almost got her foot on it, but Waters again earning her money tonight for Norwood in the Norwood goal. She is getting tested. Here comes Norwood on the outside. And nothing doing. Remember the Holliston defense. The last game against Hopkinton was...
Oh, that was a beautiful game. They really were. I mean, I think that both teams played classic football, and I should say soccer, really, shouldn't I?
No. That's why you're getting paid. You get
really?
No. That's why you're here. I mean, if you were just some American dad who no. You're. Granted, now I know you're an American by choice, which God bless you. Yep, that's right.
Absolutely.
That's right. So, but it just sounds a little more authentic, and I think that's why when there's a shot in, and it scores. McDonald was able to get there, and there she goes. So there you go. Holliston on the board again. Great drive in. There's a good ball in. Kaylee McDonald is on the board. So in the 15th minute, Holliston scores another. It's Kaylee McDonald. Not to be K-Mac, not to be...
timeout, right?
Looks like we're having a substitution timeout. So McDonald gets on the board. A beautiful goal. And the thing with McDonald, as we said, she could be one of the fastest players in the league. She can hit it with both feet. Truly a lethal scorer. And, we had talked about in the last game, in the close game against Hopkinton, McDonald goes out right at the end of that first half and doesn't play the entire second half. And there was a lot of opportunity, and having that level of speed out there could have made the difference for Holliston.
Yeah, but I think the other I don't think she. Oh, yeah, she would have missed, but it didn't seem to make a lot of difference. They filled the hole and they kept coming. And it was, as far as I was concerned, I didn't see that penalty that finished the game. And I think when you got something like seconds to go and you give a penalty away like that, you better be sure that you got it right, because you've just given somebody the game. There's no way anybody comes back from that. You've just handed the game to them. And I have my doubts about that. I do. Well, I can't see where it came from. That's the trouble. All I can see was the goal went down. But I didn't catch it all. But all I'm saying is you better be right, because you've just decided you decided who's going to win.
That's it, or decided who's not going to win at that
exactly.
At that point. Yeah.
And it was, I think Holliston had deserved to win that game, because I think they're turning.
So we're back underway. We're back underway, and Holliston is with a commanding 3-0 lead as we're entering the 15th minute. And looks like Norwood's trying knocking on the door here as Holliston's defense is starting to close in on them. Doniger, nice turn, looking for Capella. McDonald was up front. So I'm getting some information that we may have kind of misapplied the last goal. And I'm not confirmed on this, but we had from our vantage point. Again, we're a little bit we're a little challenged in that it looked from here that it was Kaylee McDonald, but again, it could everybody's kind of everybody has the same look about them from distance. So it could have been Hannah Holden. Number 13 is Kaylee McDonald. I got that right. So we just talked to our production team, and they have confirmed that it was Kaylee McDonald, number 13, senior captain. All right, Holliston banging on the door again. Bausch is up now. I think Coach Chazzy is moving some defenders up to try and see if everybody can try and score now. So Bausch, who normally plays center back, and the only look that she'll get from to the goal is possibly on a corner. So we have Lila Bausch playing up forward. And there's Doniger. Doniger, so strong. Doniger fights on the outside. There's Bausch. Bausch with a turn, trying to get up, and there she breaks. Bausch to the outside. She gets moved off, and it's going to get sent out. It's going to be a quick Holliston throw. Yeah, the information that I got that it was Hannah Holden is not coming from a reliable source. So I apologize for that confusion. Oftentimes we will get messaged here in the booth from some of our fans, and they tend to get a little overzealous. We won't mention any names. We'll just call them, like a random name, like Smith. We'll just say Smith. Say Mr. Smith texted us and gave us the wrong information. And there's Bausch, and she is.
That was a shame because she
had potential, correct? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She was unmarked.
the pass to her was brilliant.
She was half an aircraft carrier offsides, though.
Yeah, right.
So here's Norwood with the free. Long ball in. Hannah Holden seems to be everywhere. And Doniger, next turn. Bausch with speed. She races. She fights and comes away with it.
Look at that.
And collision that's going to go off of Norwood. I think they're going to give it to Norwood. I think Bausch may have caught her foot. So Holliston seniors still in the game. We have Sarah Williams is in there. Sarah Williams, of course, is the daughter of Greg Williams, outstanding fall soccer player. He's currently playing on the Bullfrogs right now, having an outstanding season. One of the best catchers in the league. It's her dad, Greg, of course, and we said, and for senior night, Katie Williams. Katie Williams was the starting goalkeeper here at Holliston High School for a couple of years, and also played on one of our youth soccer teams.
Really?
Goalkeeper Katie Williams, as a matter of fact. Yeah. Lucas comes out. Kira Lucas, haven't had to say her name too much tonight. Kira Lucas, of course, is the Holliston keeper. Her proud dad, Brad, who is, as we all know, is one of our brothers in arms. Doniger fires one in. It bounces. Water's there, and she's able to control it. Brothers in arms, well, from the Air Force, which it's more gentlemanly. It's the gentleman's service. Gentle person as well. I mean, there's both males and females in the Air Force, and in all the armed services, of course. But the Air Force tends to take care of their people a little better than the other ones. That's just kind of that's a thing we all know. Coming into the 30th minute now, Holliston is. Of correction, the 20th minute. I can't see. I know what time it is. Holliston, the 20th minute. Holliston has a 3-0 lead. Goals by Lauren Capella, Anya Holden, and Kayla McDonald. There's Lila Bausch. She's trying to get her first goal of the season. There she goes, trying to punch through. Bausch, there she is. She's going to have a look, and she can't. Doniger's there.
She should have fired it a little bit earlier. She had an opportunity. But,
Erin Witzel comes up, makes a nice play. Or correction, Kate Queeley. It's Kate Queeley's there. Made a nice play. "22nd minute, Holliston 3, and we're going to have some substitutions comes in. Let's see who's coming out. Holden's going to take a break. Looks like that's freshman Kate McCarron's in. Good to see Kate McCarron get in, stretch her legs a little bit. Looks like it's number 3, Lauren Mulvaney. So it's like the freshmen are coming in and give the seniors a little bit of a breather. And also just to keep everybody current as Holliston is approaching their another playoff run. There's McCarron on the outside. So strong, so fast. Kate McCarron's had made such an impact this year, first year here at Holliston. Ball across. Bausch tries to get a hold of it. Doniger's there, and she's it looks like she might have been offsides. Kate McCarron, of course, is outstanding athlete, but she's an outstanding athlete because she comes from her bloodline, and that, of course, is her mother, who is an outstanding athlete, Lori McCarron, and I can't imagine where she gets any more of her athletic prowess. Her dad. I'm just kidding. Her dad's also an outstanding athlete, but the word on the street is that Lori can outplay him. Bausch on the outside. Bausch working hard on the outside. So that's the thing, is you have a game, you have an early lead like this. You know, one of the things that you don't want to. I mean, remember they're coming off of a very strong game. They won their last game against Ashland 2-1. There's a shot. Kutchman. Kutchman had a clean look and just sent it over the crossbar. Hit it just a little too high. Because you don't want to get out of your rhythm, right? Because Holliston seemed like they had really established their rhythm in that Hopkinton game. Took it into the Ashland game. And Ashland's strong. They were able to defeat Ashland 1-0. So again, another great defensive game for Holliston. You know, so you don't want to get sloppy. You don't want to get careless. You don't want to, get into some bad habits coming into the postseason. Speaking of the postseason, all you New Yorkers out there, your Yankees are about to get eliminated in the World Series tonight. If they don't come up with some sort of miracle. There's Caitlin Clark, number 21, coming in the game. Good to see Caitlin come in. Caitlin's also Holliston Community Action Fund member. As Race Mulvaney's there. Mulvaney racing to this, just runs out of real estate, and it looks like it's going to be a goal kick. Of course, this is the 20th anniversary of the Boston Red Sox. Epic, storied comeback against the New York Yankees in the American League Championship 2004. 20th anniversary, and that's really all the Red Sox got to hang their hats on right now. As baseball is starting to lose some of the wind in its sails. That's kind of across the board. Not like this. Not like girls soccer,
No.
which is starting to pick up wind in their sails. There's McCarron on the outside. Look at McCarron.
Very nice.
McCarron, nice turn. Look in.
Yeah.
One time.
Oh,
Cushman again.
yeah. That was very nice. That was very nice. The way the outside player turned it, she turned her player around and she just pushed it nice, a nice easy pass across to an incoming forward, and that was very close to becoming a goal.
Bausch is there. Clark's there. Holden pushes it out. Has Clark. Kim Clark working on the outside, trying to turn it. She gets it, and she earns a Holliston corner. Be from that right side. See how this works out again. So with Bausch playing up, we have Lauren Mancuso playing center back. And ball's up. And nothing doing on that corner. House again. There's Clark. It's able to clear. Norwood's able to clear it. McCarron's got it. Clark tries to turn, gets stuffed. Sophie Grant. That's Sophie Grant, the freshman, number 9. Grant pushes it forward. There's Bausch. Bausch is on, all by herself, and gets stuffed, and it falls in. And it's a Holliston score. I think they're going to give Bausch credit for that goal.
Oh, sure. Why would they not?
So it looks like Lila Bausch. That's Bausch's first goal of the season. That'd be the first goal of her varsity career. It wasn't pretty, but it counts.
I don't know. You say it wasn't pretty, but I'll tell you what, she was right in the place she should be when the ball came to her.
So Bausch comes in, shoots. Waters is there to stop it, but can't control it. It bounces out, and Bausch is able to get the rebound and put it past the keeper. Holliston up 4-0. So at minute 28, Bausch is on the board, and Holliston with a commanding lead right now. That's freshman Sophie Grant.
She's fast, yeah.
Grant showing some wheels out there. Grant's going to throw it. Clark, unable to turn. We'll try it again. So Clark, Doniger, and Grant trying to make something happen down in this right-hand corner for Holliston. Nice play by Doniger. So Doniger trying to create the Clark gets a shot one time and it just goes over, up and over. She had a tough angle. Wasn't a lot to see, but she cleared it. Just cleared it a little bit too much. She would have had to bend that one like Beckham if she was going to be able to put it in from there. Some more subs coming in. Looks like Grant's coming out, and looks like Witzel's back in. So Holliston right now trying to give everybody a run and have everybody a touch on the ball. Here comes Norwood. Witzel's going to give chase, but it's going to go all the way to the keeper, Lucas, and she's going to control it herself. Our Holliston Hub leader, Bruce Guilfoy, he's bundled up. He's ready for when the weather really turns. He's expecting the temperature drop shortly. There's a long ball forward, and there's a race to it. On the outside, shoot, and scores! That was McCarron, all Kate McCarron. McCarron on the outside, she beats the defender to the ball, gets it, controls it, and just sends it into that left-hand corner. Kate McCarron, the freshman on the board, and Holliston with a 5-0 lead.
You know, I look at this and I keep saying to myself, well, what's going wrong? Well, I mean, what is Norwood basically inferior? I don't think that's the case, but it just seems to me that their passing is pretty bloody awful, you know.
And Norwood is having a tough time, and I think Holliston, between their speed.
Well, that is another thing. I mean, you have at least two, maybe three extremely speedy players, and they are just tearing that defense apart. They're just scooting right through.
And this is we see it at this level. We'll see if you have some speed and some kids who can handle. Oftentimes a defense that doesn't have the same level of speed or the same, they'll get exposed.
No, you see that pass there. I think that's the key. I think their passing is poor. Norwood's passing is poor. They don't try. They seem to give it to the open man. They just give it to somebody they think, and they're just there. He passed to somebody that was completely marked, where a few yards away there was somebody that was not marked. And it would be a very easy thing to do, to just slip up, but it's just not working that way. They don't seem to. They don't seem to be.
You say
do that.
You say it's easy. It's easy for somebody. At your level.
No, it's not so much that. It's fundamental soccer. I mean, I have to look at the coaching again. Like I've criticised a number of times. I don't understand. They've only got to watch a couple of top flight football games. Anybody, and this short passing and possession of the ball is two fundamental things that they get control of.
Holliston corner. This comes in hard. There it is!
Look at that. That was classic.
Now that was a shot.
That was classic. That was planned. I mean, that ball was hit hard.
Great ball in. Let's see who scored that.
And they had somebody coming running in and onto it. Now, you don't see that a lot.
So that was senior Caitlin Queely, who came in from the backside, number 10. Queely comes in from the backside. Queely, of course, is a center back, and on the corner came in and struck that perfectly and sent it right to the back of that. That Waters, the goalkeeper, didn't have a chance.
That's the player early on when I said, look at the way she headed that ball.
That's right.
From a goal kick. She headed it back straight to opposing player, and I think, if I'm right, the goal came from that. Oh, that was her, was it?
It was.
I tell you, she has fundamental control of that heading of a ball. You saw right there.
There's Clark pushing, trying to get through, and can't. So in the game, we have some other substitutions. Emerson Arsenal, number 2, is playing center back in the defense. She's a sophomore. Mulvaney's coming out, and Capella's coming back in. So at the 33rd minute, Caitlin Queely off another set corner. So that's 2 corners. I mean, in the last 2 games that we've seen, that's 3 corners, 3 goals off corners.
Yeah.
Set pieces. So.
Yep.
I don't know. Holliston may be working on this in practice.
I don't know.
Paige Kutchman on the outside. It goes down this tangle, and they're just going to let him play. Still fighting for it on the outside. Ball forward. Arsenault's there to clear it. Sarah Williams back in the center. Williams is there. Ellie Granfors is in as well, number 7. She's playing up. So across the top, we have, looks like Doniger, Granfors, Clark, Williams. And looks like Bella Utke, too, no, junior midfielder. She's on the outside, number 12. Clara Fitzgerald, we haven't said her name tonight. Clara Fitzgerald, of course, is the junior left back who arguably one of the best defenders that we've seen this season.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That's, of course, Clara Fitzgerald, number 1. She's a junior, so she'll be coming back next year. Holliston is have a big changeover, right? Big changeover as they're losing 9 seniors that are going to be graduating this year. However, they have a very strong freshman class, as we know. Kate McCarron, who scored earlier.
And I think that's what the coaches should be doing all along. They should be looking at the younger players, and when they think them, they give them an opportunity, bring them on the field, let them play, and because they're going to be a senior in a few years' time.
So this is a good opportunity right now.
Absolutely.
Where we're going to see a lot of some of the players that we haven't seen this year. So
they should be on the field.
Be
You got
good.
it right.
We'll see how they do. A little tough to see numbers on from this distance in the night game. Of course, Bruce Guilfoyle will probably be able to see him. He sees like a beagle. So I'm just going to guess, and then Bruce will correct me. There's Granfors, Arsenault. Arsenault has a nice ball forward. Clark's there. And there's Witzel. Witzel on the outside. Witzel's coming up from the back. Got some speed. Turns it. Gets a look. Looks again. Shoots with the left foot. Oh, she almost caught it. Good shot with the left foot. Didn't get too much. I didn't get enough on it. Waters was there, but a nice push to the outside. There's Fitzgerald. Send the ball forward, and here it comes. Queeley's there. Caitlin Queeley just taking care of business back there. Outside, ball and one hop. That looked like that was Bella Utke. That was Utke's over there on the left-hand side. Utke's a junior. Clark pushes it forward. There's Lauren Capella. Capella scored that's Sarah Williams. That's Williams on the outside. Williams doing a good job. Push it back to Clark, trying to push it through, and Clark earns another Holliston corner. It's nothing but trouble for Norwood. There's the corner from the right-hand side. Good ball in. Queeley tried to get that again. Queeley got air on that one. Queeley looked like Caitlin Clark on that jump. Not like Caitlin Queeley. So Clark doing a good job. She's going to take it again. Strong ball in. Ball cross and just cleared by Norwood. Witzel was offside. So at the 38th minute, under 2 to play here in the first half, Holliston leads 6-0. Norwood trying to make something happen. And that's halftime. That was a quick 2 minutes. So Holliston with a 6-0 lead on goals by Lauren Capella, Anya Holden, Katie McDonald, Lila Bausch, Kate McCarron, and Caitlin Queeley. So all different scores for this first half, and Holliston pretty much dominating, of course, as we can see as indicated by the score here on senior night at Kamitian Field. So we're going to take a short break for halftime. Don't go away. Don't go too far. Come back for some more great Holliston soccer. Okay, we're back here at Kamitian Field. Holliston against Norwood, the Norwood Mustangs, Holliston Panthers. Holliston leading at the end of one half by a score of 6-0. So review of the scoring. I have to write this down because, as I said, Holliston's 6 goals by 6 different players. 2 of them was brought to my attention, of course, reminded me by my pal Tim McCarron, who came up to talk to us at halftime. Two of the scores came from Holliston defenders. So Kate Queeley and, of course, Lila Bausch both scored in the first half, along with Lauren Capella. She started in the 7th minute. Then Anya Holden with a very nice header cross from her sister Hannah. Then Kaylee McDonald scored the 3rd goal, Bausch the 4th. And then freshman Kate McCarron, of course, wasn't going to be left out of this. And Kate McCarron has been scoring a lot for Holliston this year. Scored the 5th goal. And then the 6th came with Caitlin Queeley and a cross, or a correction from a corner. And so it's going to be Holliston free right now as we're back underway. Holliston going from southwest to northeast. Going to be Paige Kutchman, number 4, taking the free. And this is a dangerous area. She sends it, and right at Waters, the Norwood coach. So, once again, I'm John Drohan, and I'm with my father-in-law and the godfather of Holliston soccer, Holliston youth soccer. That is Mr. John Marshall. In the first half, he was wondering. He had questioned himself as if he should be saying soccer instead of football, and I had to remind him that the reason that he is here calling this game is because he does, in fact, call it football, and he does sound differently from the rest of us, and he brings some authenticity and just more class to this beautiful game.
Sure.
That's true. I'm not making it up. So let's see where Holliston is. Kutchman, Witzel's in. Seniors, we have some more. Kayla McDonald's in. Anya Holden, 17. Hannah Holden, 18. So their starters, Ainsley Doniger. Hannah Holden turns and scores! Hannah Holden got that to her strong foot, one touch, and hammered it home. So 2 minutes into the second half, Holliston scores again. This time it's sophomore Hannah Holden, sister of Anya Holden. And Hannah Holden, nothing was going to stop. She had a good look, good turn, had the defender on her hip, and was able to get a good enough strength on that ball where that keeper wasn't going to be able to get it and put it in that upper right-hand corner. So Holliston with a 7-0 lead now. Anya Holden on the outside. Once again, we see the Holliston speed kind of taking advantage. There's Paige Kutchman. Kutchman shoots, and that's right at Waters.
Well, they're getting the confidence now. They know they can do no wrong. But I mean, there again, they're shooting from outside the area. They're not afraid to put a shot in, and that's not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing if you're playing against a side that's going to be able to, that has a little more stopping power, and good things happen when the ball's not getting it's not getting shot at your goal. Kutchman sends the ball across.
Now that
Ainsley Doniger tries to get to it, but just gets the defender between her.
there was a lesson for Norwood in that few seconds there. There was about 5 players involved in an integral passing setup between the Holliston players to work their way up the field. There's a little short passing, Park giving it to an unmarked player, and they worked their way all the way up to the goal, and they had a shot on goal. Now, I have not seen Norwood do anything like that. There's no skill lacking. The guys are skillful. I think there's just some fundamentals in the game that they just have not been exposed to. And the other thing too is when you mark somebody from a throw-in, you make sure you stand behind him and not in front of him.
That's true. So Holliston corner, nothing doing. Norwood keeper Waters is able to get a hold of it and to clear. Holliston not taking their foot off the gas here. Just trying to keep the ball down in the Norwood end.
Very nice.
There's McDonald, and
Very
she's
nice.
on.
Very
It's a
nice.
race, but Waters is going to get there. McDonald just ran out of real estate. So Witzel, Bausch, Queeley, and Williams across the back. It's Sarah Williams, a senior. There's Anya Holden. Anya left foot and can't hook it.
But you know what? That was very well positioned. If you watch, she deliberately shot to that near corner, which was the farthest spot for the goalkeeper. Fortunately, the goalkeeper is pretty agile. But
Just didn't have the angle.
they're thinking.
Yep. And with her left foot, strong.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah.
McDonald lose it. Norwood's able to turn. There we go.
No.
Queeley's back. Plays back to
back to the goalkeeper.
plays back to Lucas.
Exactly.
And Lucas.
That was not good.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, that certainly was. I think someone's a little bit colourblind there.
So Holliston gets away with a little. Things could have got.
Oh, they could have got very nasty.
Things could have got interesting there for the Holliston goalkeeper. I've seen this happen, but it's good. But that's it again. This is the time you do that. This is the time where you where you have a substantial lead, so you can start, getting at game speed, be able to reverse the field in your own end, be able to play back to your keeper.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that. You've got to make sure that the keeper doesn't give it away to the other team.
That's one of the integral parts of that plan. That's not something you want to. You don't want to practice that.
No.
Kaylee McDonald again on the outside, pushes in, shoots, and Waters is there. So again, Holliston taking some shots from distance. Norwood trying to get something going, and Queeley's there. She's able to clear it. Not a lot of testing for the Holliston defenders so much tonight. Again, Holliston doing a really good job, kind of maintaining possession of the ball, keeping the ball in the Norwood end. Anything in the midfield, Holliston seems to be able to get to. And then I think Holliston has a speed advantage. They have a size advantage, and as was demonstrated on some of those set plays with Queeley and Holden. And there's McDonald, and McDonald just a couple steps offside. But on senior night, they're not letting up. Once again, you'll often hear on these broadcasts as my father-in-law will be doing some coaching to himself, and you'll hear some like slight, audible discussion where all he does is essentially he can't help it. He just coaches everybody. Fitzgerald, that's Claire Fitzgerald from the outside. She shot from like the 45-yard line.
Yeah.
She looked like,
as you would say, they have their tails up.
Yeah.
I think you would say, yeah.
so Holliston's got their tails up for sure, and that was Claire Fitzgerald taking a shot from real distance. It's like Dan Marino over there. So Norwood having some trouble clearing it out of their own end. Having to deal with the likes of McDonald, having to deal with the likes of Anya Holden. So this is competitive football, right? This is competitive soccer,
sure it is.
And so you oftentimes you get in these games and it's it's one-sided. The score indicates it. As McDonald takes the free kick from the left-hand side, but at the same time you don't want to. You want to play, right? And
yeah.
And it's Norwood. They're playing hard, and they have some skilled players. They're doing some good things. They're making some good plays. So I think on the one hand there's the scoring, and on the other hand there's you can still play hard and that's okay. And if the goals don't change your game. You don't have to change your game and change your approach to it, but unfortunately sometimes you'll get these somewhat one-sided scores. Holliston corners, like Anya Holden taking it from the right side. She does, and it's short. She's looking for from Lauren Capella, who's there. She couldn't get it. Right in front of the Norwood goal. There's trouble. Kutchman again. Couldn't get it. So Paige Kutchman, who was if we'd have known that Kutchman could sing, she could have been doing the national anthem this whole time.
I know.
Right? So Paige Kutchman, of course, was stepped up and sang the national anthem. We do the national anthem here just because that's what we have. Another Holliston corner catches Holden. She's unable to straighten it out. Gets on her head. Gets up again. Holliston putting some balls on these corners.
Really
they're up and they're timing it and they're getting to players' heads.
That's what I like to see that. I mean, the head game is extremely important.
Yeah.
And they've really come on. They've seen them attempt that, and quite successfully, more times today than I've ever seen them.
As we said earlier, that there's, I think we might have a Katie Williams sighting in the crowd. Katie Williams, who she talked about her earlier. Of course, is the sister of Sarah Williams. Katie, long time, outstanding, like a brick wall here at Holliston.
There you go.
Plays back to Lucas. Nice play there by Quealy. So as we enter the 52nd minute, Holliston with leads 7-0. One goal this half by Hannah Holden. Came in the 42nd minute. Holliston trying to finish the regular season on a good note. And as you said, getting some confidence. And as they come into the postseason, I'm sure everybody gets a chance to, it's an opportunity to play in this game.
Yeah.
We see all the seniors have had some good minutes today. Luck they'll be able to get some more. as well as also playing, kind of keeping her coach. Speaking of her, referring to Coach Chadsey, to keeping her momentum, keeping her regular pace. So that rhythm doesn't change as they enter into the postseason. Shout out today to of course all the people that are contributing. Oftentimes we'll get some text messages in the game. I was giving them a hard time earlier, but of course we love it when Jason Smith gives us some information. Of course, whether it's correct or not, it's okay. His enthusiasm is of course applauded by us here in the booth. So Norwood trying to put something together. It looks like they can, but then it's trouble. There's Kutchman, and then she's got McDonald on the outside. McDonald with space. McDonald with space and speed. There's a car honking. I think McDonald might have let up. Thought it might have been the whistle. Kutchman looks inside. On the outside, that looks like Fitzgerald sends the ball across, trying to find Kutchman. She couldn't get there. Hannah Holden turns around, gives it back to Queeley. And there's a whistle. Might have been, wasn't sure. Could have been offsides. Tough to see from this angle. Could have been any number of things, but it was against Holliston. .55 minutes played here. Holliston leading Norwood by a score of 7-0. And looks like some substitutions coming in. Let's see who's coming in. Looks like freshman Sophie Grant's coming in. Sorry about that. Sophie Grant's coming in, and it looks like on the backside, it's hard to see on that right-hand side. Could be Holden. Looks like Ellie Granfors. There's Granfors coming in, number 7. Ellie Granfors, of course, is part of the youth movement here. She's a sophomore. I'm sure Ellie Granfors will be seeing some time next year. So Holliston trying to clear it out of their own end. There's Capella. Capella racing. Capella showing wheels, and she's there. Tries to get it across and just couldn't do it. Had McDonald in the middle. Capella with some good pace to get to that ball, and looks like she's earned a Holliston corner. So once again, Holliston is going to be kicking from the corner. Good ball up, nice. Over the head of the keeper. Whoa. And she's just able to fall back on it.
Yeah.
Keeper Waters tried to get to it, couldn't.
That was a tough ball for the keeper because it sort of it was high and yet dropped down behind her.
And we see that. You'll see that sometimes in because of the set that ball with some ball up. Waters is there. Nice save. Again, a shot from distance from Fitzgerald on that right-hand side. But as you were saying, that's a tough ball.
It is. Because she has to commit herself and to go to it. But it drops behind her.
You know, when you're watching professional soccer, you don't see that at the sit because the guys are so tall, right? And there's Norwood across, shot on goal. Lucas comes out, it gets past, and she's able to just get a foot on it. So Norwood looked like they were about to have an opportunity there.
Well, there was some. I don't know what happened, but the Holliston passing ability really fell down on them just there. They didn't do very well at all.
So one of the things we haven't been using here is our replay, which is running a little bit of a time delay, so you'll be able to see that. So Kira Lucas is coming out, and it looks like she's getting replaced by Avery Ash, junior goalkeeper for Holliston. That's number 0, Avery. I want to see if that's her. I could be wrong. See if I can catch the number. Another potential could be Skylar McDonald.
It's 72 on a jersey. Is that right?
Correction. That is, if it's number 77, it's Skylar McDonald, freshman goalkeeper.
I can't see.
So Kira Lucas comes out. Kira Lucas not tested too much tonight, but we'll give her a rest, get her ready for the postseason. And it looks like it's going to be another Holliston corner as the ball is deflected out by Norwood defender. Entering the 60th minute. Can't see who's taking that corner. But here it comes. Low ball in. It skips. Bounces off Doniger. And it looks like we're going to do it all over again. Might be Caitlin. Might be Hannah Holden taking. No, that's not Hannah Holden. And ball up. This one's a little bit better. Gets to Grand Forest. She's unable to connect with it. And it's going to be a Norwood goal kick. So Holliston sending the ball forward. Norwood, but Holliston again. Paige Kutchman in the middle, trying to find McDonald. Can't. Bausch comes up. Witzel's there. Here comes Norwood trying to push it, but Bausch is able to clear it. Lila Bausch having a great season this year. So that anchor in that center back position with Caitlin Quealy. There's Ainsley Doniger. Look at Doniger. Doniger fights her way in. Had Capella. Capella just one too many touches. I'd like to get that one back.
Mr. Marshall, if you have to adjust your microphone or your headset, turn your microphone.
Holliston throw on the outside. Fitzgerald's there. We had some substitution come in. Let's see if we can identify who's in the game now. Some of the changes. McDonald's still there. Grand Force. And runs out of space. So what do you see as Holliston need to sustain as they come into the postseason?
Well, I think that they've just got their positional play is very good. The transition from defence to attack is working well. The midfield is working well. They just don't have to make silly mistakes like they made early on when they passed the goalkeeper came out and she passed the ball and it went straight to one of the opposition. You can't do that kind of thing when you're up against quality teams. I mean, they're a quality team as well, but you just can't make those mistakes. One mistake would do you in.
That's it. One mistake will do you in.
Yeah.
And in those close games.
Yeah, well.
So we see Kate McCarron comes back in the game, number 22. She's on the left-hand side. There's another Holliston corner. And it looks like Paige Kutchman's going to take this one. Looks like number 9, Sophie Grant, freshman's come in. Kutchman low. Ball comes in and it's tried to get cleared. A lot of action in front.
Like that. That pass should have not been picked up by the Norwood defense.
So Emerson Alshanall does a good job. She's in now. Keep it forward. That's Malvey. Looks like Malvey, the freshman. Looks like Malvey, number 6. As Malvey's gotten in. And that's Maureen Malvey. She had a good look. And looks like Malvey's coming out. Ball across. Grant's there. And it's going to be a Norwood free. Looks like some offsides. Entering the 65th minute, Holliston still leads by a touchdown. There's the ball forward. Nice play by McDonald to clear it. Norwood, here they come. And a shot wide and just wide of the post. So a good shot from distance.
Good shot, yeah.
It's hard to pick up who that was for Norwood as their numbers are hard to identify in the dark. So I'm gonna say that was probably, I'm gonna give it to a senior. Mary Flaherty came up and took a shot. I don't know if that was her, but whoever it was a strong shot just wide of the right-hand post. After there was a little bit of trouble, but Skylar McDonald, freshman, was able to come out and clear it. Was come in for goal for Kira Lucas. One great thing about Norwood, I do like their moniker. I like their team mascot, the Mustang. That was my high school team back at Immaculate High School in Danbury, Connecticut, for anybody who cares, which is probably nobody, but we were the Mustangs. So very near and dear to my heart when I see these Mustangs. Medway also is another Mustang, a couple of Mustangs. It's funny, as we were saying, we were talking to the Holliston U12 team that's here tonight that's handling all the ball work on the sideline work for Holliston High, some Holliston Youth Soccer Association high kids. Asked him, I was talking to him before the game, and I was like, hey, what's your team name? And they're like, well, we're the Panthers. And I'm like, well, is that the best you can do? That's all you can come up with, the Panthers. I mean, everybody's the Panthers. I mean, I know the varsity teams, but you don't have to be the Panthers. Here comes McDonald way out. She's able to scoop it up. She's catching a ground ball like her old man. There's McCarron on the outside, and this is trouble. Kate McCarron pushes it in the middle. Nice cross in. God, just couldn't get enough of it.
Yeah,
she was looking for Witzel. Good idea. Bausch sends it back forward. See if there's any more action to have.
Yeah, you gotta get.
She's got Williams in the middle. Williams tries to turn it. So our HISA team that's helping out tonight, they are the Panthers. I asked if they were going to change their name. I offered to give them a couple names, Angry Chickens, the Flamingos, or I don't know, anything, something. But they elected to stay with Panthers, which is, you know what that is? That's just a commitment to your team. That's a commitment to your town. It's a commitment to Holliston is just they're the Panthers. And that's not going to change. It would be something if there was an actual panther that actually someone did see in Holliston. I mean, Bruce, I don't know if you've ever had any panther sightings. That changed things up. Yeah. See a couple of panthers running around out there, real ones. Yeah. People would be letting your dog off the leash on the rail trail, that's for sure. All right, so Holliston again trying to see if they can add to this score. That's Claire Fitzgerald on the outside. She gets held up. Fitzgerald, strong player. Oh, correction, that was Ellie Gransford. There's a shot in and a score! Sarah Williams is able to score. That's Williams.
Well, that was a Norwood, a tragic Norwood mistake again. But the goal scorer certainly took advantage of it. She didn't miss.
We'll get confirmation of that right now. McDonald comes out. We'll get confirmation on that. I think that was Sarah Williams who scored that goal. Number 15. We're checking the videotape right now, and of course I missed it. Yeah, and I missed it. Yeah, of course. Why would I use the technology that's been put in front of me? So we're going to sign that goal to Sarah Williams anyway. Sarah Williams is playing in her final home regular season game, number 15. So at minute 70, there's Williams with a beautiful shot, and that keeper wasn't going to be able to catch up to that one. So Norwood trying to get on the ball, on the board. There's Williams again. He gets around her defender.
Yeah.
Williams with some space is trying to find. He's got McCarron. McCarron's unable to come up with it. Great ball through, but McCarron was just moving too fast. Here comes Norwood on the outside. Bausch is trying to run it down, and she does. Nice tackle by Lila Bausch. Still happening. Bausch is still there. And between Bausch and Fitzgerald, you're not getting past him. Here comes Fitzgerald. Nice play by both Claire Fitzgerald and Lila Bausch.
Oh, that's nice.
McCarron trying to find Williams coming up the outside. That's Utke, 12. She's there in the middle. Mulvaney, who's back, or correction, Granfor's, Ellie Granfor's in. Utke. Forward looking for Witzel. Williams is there. Granfor's jumps, can't get to it. There's Arsenal. Sophie Grant playing on the outside, on that right-hand side. Some other... And it looks like Lila Bausch is coming out. So Bausch is taking a break, and that's Queeley coming in. Got these new headphones. Got to so we can move around the booth a little bit. It's easy to see. Yeah, get a little space in here. Bruce just makes it easy. Makes it all easy for us. Of course, the heat in here is not working as well as it normally never did. Strong throw in. Holliston again. They have not taken their foot off the gas this entire game.
No, they've done very well actually.
So good confidence builder as they coming into the postseason. So we're winding down. 73rd minute. Holliston leading by 8. Goals by 8 different players tonight, which is somewhat remarkable. So Bella Utke comes out. And there's Doniger back in. Fitzgerald. I don't know. If I have known better, they may be pulling Fitzgerald up, but Fitzgerald, I think, is just doing her Fitzgerald thing and being one of those attacking defensemen on the outside, which I know you love to see.
Oh, I do. Yeah. I think they've done. She played that very well.
Anya Holden back in the game.
If you look at current soccer, you find that so-called defensive players score as many goals as offensive players do these days.
Well, that's right. You often see that. So it's like the referees are letting them play these last 6 and change minutes out. So
yeah,
looks like things are getting very physical down there. Arsenal on the outside.
I see what you mean.
Yeah, this may the referees may put a stop to this as it's starting to turn into a little.
He should do that. He shouldn't let it go. That's right.
Starting to a little. There's a little bit over the line. And I'm sure, of course, it's frustrating. It's one-sided scores are frustrating. I'm sure that plays a part in it.
It does.
As everybody's competitive, everybody wants to win.
I think it's just a sort of a reaction, that happens without any thought being put into it.
It just happens. Yeah.
It just happens. Yeah. And I think that whoever is on the receiving end of it should just walk away. And it makes it even more frustrating for the person who's done it.
And there's your whistle. All right, so Fitzgerald earns the free, and she takes it.
Well, I don't know.
He's trying to find Anya Holden outside. Fitzgerald's able to turn it. Queeley's there.
No.
And there's a ball forward. Goes over the head of Arsenal, but she comes away with it.
Yeah.
And she's able to send it forward to Anya Holden. Ball forward. Nice play by Kate Queeley. She's able to stuff that. Skylar McDonald did a good job of staying in the goal at that point. It would have been one of those where, she could have come out, but things worked out better for her to stay right where she was. More substitutions coming in. Erin Witzel comes back in. Looks like McGelliot on the outside. It's hard to see. It's like Lila Bausch is back in. As we are under 5 here. And Holliston scored 8-0. As we're wrapping up in the final minutes with a good senior game. Everybody got to play. A lot of seniors saw a lot of minutes. There's Lauren Capella scored the first goal. Nice play by Queeley to catch that as it almost got by her, but she said no. Ellie Gramforce to Kutchman. Kutchman's there, Holden, trying to find Holden, and she looked like she probably was offside. Go down my list here, so when I list when we wrap things up and we attribute all the scoring that we saw tonight, a lot of scoring for Holliston, probably the most we've seen Probably the most that we've seen in calling a Holliston game. This could be probably the most Holliston goals that we've seen at this level.
I don't remember seeing as many goals as this scored. No.
No. Even back in the 2019 state championship, those games, it was never this much of a scoring party. McDonald comes up with it. Strong foot. McDonald's can hit it. And Holden jumps to it, and looks like she caught it with her hand. So it's going to be Norwood free. I mean, if we get that home playoff game, we definitely need to have this replay right here. I'm sure that our technical team will make sure that happens. And then, of course, I just need to have a sign that says there's a replay here, so you can look at it and actually use it to see, so you're not guessing. Takes a lot of the guessing out. Strong foot. Also comes to Paige Kutchman. His time's winding down. Norwood trying to get something. It's a shot, but not enough on it. One hops to Skylar McDonald.
I don't think they're going to.
McDonald with a strong. Out. Long ball in. There she goes again. It's like some of the crowd's starting to clear out. It's like if my old man was at this game, he'd be home by now. We never saw the end of any sporting event we were spectators for. Dad he had a thing about beating the traffic. He enjoyed beating the traffic as much as he enjoyed watching the game. Anya Holden goes down, gets back up, and she comes away with it. Nice footwork. She sends it forward, trying to find somebody, and there's nobody there.
There it is.
And that's it. So on senior night here at Holliston High, Holliston defeats Norwood by a score of 8-0. I'm going to go through the goals on my list here. It's a little chicken scratch, but first goal scored by Lauren Capella. Next, she was a senior, of course. Next goal scored by Anya Holden on a corner from her sister Hannah. Goal 3 scored by Kaylee McDonald. Goal 4 scored by Lila Bausch. Goal 5, Kate McCarron. Goal number 6, Caitlin Queeley on a great cross. Goal 7 was by Hannah Holden. And then, of course, the 8th and final goal of the night was scored by senior Sarah Williams. So congratulations to all the seniors tonight on a great game. Congratulations to all the parents and all the families for and everybody who was able here to celebrate the seniors. So once again, Holliston defeats Norwood by a score of 8-0. Holliston is about to enter the postseason. So with luck, we'll see everybody back for possibly a postseason home game. So stay tuned. On behalf of Mr. Bruce Guilfoy and John Marshall and the Holliston Hub HCAT, I'm John Drowan. Thank you for joining us here on Holliston Girls Varsity Soccer, and we look forward to seeing you next time.